following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Two raised eyebrows of surprise from Roxanne.
Daddy always told me to take responsibility for what you done.
Yes, your father, an interesting prize fighter. I've been acquainting myself with his conquests.
Good?
Not a mutant.
Not that I know.
And of course not actually your father, but let's move on.
No, what?
No, he doesn't say that.
Oh, okay. Because I don't want to have to fight Maldred right now.
Oh, that'd be an entertaining one.
Yeah. Knowing now, would you make any changes to your lineup, if you could? This is the in-game way of saying, are you sure this is the party you want? Why in?
Well, maybe.
Are we allowed to ask any questions about the scenario we're going into?
Not until you're out of the facility, Mr. Clay. Please remain silent for now.
Am I to assume that your comment about the research base was at least in some way accurate?
Yes.
Would I be allowed to take Jen?
No.
Damn. Who else does the investigating?
Well then, it seems your
Wanda
team...
to a degree. Oh,
Sorry, carry on.
just Wanda
Although
to
I was
a
going
degree.
to have him silence you too. Miss Emery.
If it's okay, I'd like to add Wanda. I think we need to get some more use out of her.
Mr. Clay, what do you think of that idea? Taking a young, fat girl
Hey,
into a delicate research lab that we don't know what is going on in.
I think Wanda's a good choice, but I probably would have taken Weeks and Peterson as a team if we're going to have to get into research computers, the two guys with security training.
you guys do kind of work together, and no disrespect to Wanda, but you can't handle a gun if anything goes down.
Oh, you will not be allowed to take weapons. The laboratory is extremely delicate. What are your opinions on the idea of taking a fat girl to a delicate, sensitive, mysterious research laboratory?
Good learning experience for us, sir.
Very well.
Permission to ask a question, sir?
Denied.
I like how you waited a little bit there.
Did I ask for your opinion?
No, but I gave it.
When I want your opinions, I will pretend you have said something stupid and punish you for it.
Fair. Not going to keep me from shutting up, though.
Go get your additional team member.
All right. Doo-doo-doo.
And when he's left, right, you two. What are your opinions on his team selection? You can both talk now.
Not bad, considering he didn't know what it was even for.
5 minutes. I like that.
Well, if we have to dig through research notes or anything, I think we've got enough computer-savvy people now to do it.
Mr. Peterson, you will be remaining behind.
Wait, what?
We cannot risk your large granite form in the confined research lab. If there is something there and you change, you could damage something more irreplaceable than you.
Oh. What if I don't change?
Then you're an anchor.
And how is Wanda not an anchor? She can't change either, and she would be nothing in an emergency situation.
Also, she's rebellious when she's changed.
Also, Wanda hasn't been going through any security computing problems, so if we encounter like firewalls or anything we have to break computer the beat boop through, I don't know how to do that. Weeks and Peterson are the only ones who have been doing those classes.
How rebellious of you all. Very well, Peterson. But if you die... Actually, that would solve a number of my problems. Put him in the front. Mr. Peterson, I suggest you not open your mouth again. I have put up with enough of your spine.
So when you say no weapons, does that
I mean-
include melee weapons? Can I take a knife?
Of course you may take a knife. No. And Mr. Strong, who is not here. Mr. Strong may not make his mime guns. No discharges.
Very
No
well.
projectiles.
Of course.
Except for you, Mr. Kitchwa. You don't miss. Also, I don't use guns. Permission to go get the rest of my... Where are we going? You will probably want your shield. Other than that, just your investigative gear.
Boop. So, there's like a thing and you're on my team and we're going.
Okay, where are we going?
I have no idea.
What are we doing?
Don't know. Research something.
Alright, hang on. Comes back. Alright, let's go.
Oh, I don't think we're allowed to take any weapons.
I'm not allowed to use guns.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. Wow, you're so helpful. I just forgot.
Or you didn't care enough to remember.
You know me. I'm stupid. I forget everything.
That's an excuse you use as a crutch. It's the whole group is now pushed together in a minibus.
So that's a thing that happened.
At least they packed food.
If you can call this food.
Look, it's better than nothing.
So did Maldred say anything after I left?
Oh, you can't create your light guns. No projectiles whatsoever, so...
That's fine. I don't need a gun to make old Slugger.
He also
Bring that in
inferred that we weren't to break anything there at all. No breakages.
I broke minimal things on the last adventure.
No, not minimal.
You
breaking.
you couldn't even get out of bed without breaking your own room this morning,
Wait,
for
what?
crying out loud.
Oh, please tell me you didn't start the alarm. Was the alarm you?
Roxanne ambushed me at 4 o'clock in the morning. How was I supposed to know what was going on?
Wait, Roxanne?
Yeah.
Roxanne? Yeah.
I didn't literally ambush you, if that's what you mean.
Well, no.
It's
I
for-
just I have apparently misread everything.
Who the fuck is up in the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning? Okay,
That's what I thought.
Maybe Steph if she was out of the tank. But
Oh, I am negligent. I have forgot to burn incense before Jonathan's container. Do you think we could turn this bus around?
I don't think we can
Not
control
yet,
the bus.
no.
Or I would not want him to wake up and think Kichwa had forgotten him.
I'm
You
sure
can
he'd
do
be
it as soon as you
understanding.
get back. We'll remind you.
Now I am nervous.
Look,
I
I
don't
got
think you'll think that.
So we're going on a mission, and you've picked the team.
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
I don't know why.
Comms check, just see if we're still in range to use the comms. And just check.
No.
Damn.
And we didn't bring Tom or Anne or.
That's because we're Team Derek.
Yeah, Team Derek.
But
It's
she's
supposed to
in
be
charge.
a small team.
I don't actually know who's in charge, just that I picked the team. If Roxanne's not in charge, then Elvin's in charge. That's my decree if I am in charge.
Wait,
It
what?
doesn't work
You're
like
not
that,
in
Derek.
charge. You just were told to pick the team.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Damn.
Wait, so you wanted to be in charge so you could immediately fob off responsibility onto someone else?
I just think he'd be better at looking out for you.
Honestly, I just think he saw Roxanne do that thing with Bonnie, and he's like, shit, if I ever get made in charge, I can immediately pass this off to someone else. It doesn't work like that, Derek.
Damn, you know me too well somehow. Did he say anything else apart from, don't use guns or whatever?
No, he hasn't even told us what we're doing. We just said we're going to a facility. Not to damage anything. No projectile weapons.
Right, so a few hours later, you find yourself in California.
Oh, damn. That's one hell of a trip.
Yep. And you will be met by a military man on a military base. A naval military base. You'll be ushered into a little room. None of them salute you back. You're a civilian.
Alvin straightened up and got the crisp DMV suit and glasses.
Oh, swag.
Sort of slouched and disheveled, same suit.
You'll be led into a facility. It's actually like a big hangar that they would put like a shuttlecraft in, but it is empty. Where that goes. You'll be met by a guy in a suit with dark glasses. He's like, "You're the team that has been sent?"
Sir, yes, sir.
I am a civilian. You don't sir me.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. How do I address you?
You don't. I don't exist.
Fair enough.
You are going to be loaded on board a lander, which is a vehicle we use to communicate with a top secret, top technical research facility. I am given to understand you have all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Were we given
Did we do that?
NDAs?
It's part of your sign up to the DMV
okay.
thing.
Then,
That thing.
yes.
Yeah.
This is Hubaris 1, also known as Hubaris Station, a floating research laboratory in the clouds off of the coast of Los Angeles,
Impressive.
hidden by the perpetual smog.
Cool.
It is practically undetectable and certainly does not exist. It has been silent for about a month. This is far outside of its normal emergency protocols. Recently, we fished out what remained of its lander. It must have been ejected. You will be required to pilot the lander, fly, dock with the facility, and find out what has gone wrong.
Fair enough.
You must preserve the facility. It may not drop out of the clouds, and it may not be destroyed. It is worth more than any of you.
Does that include if something like commonancies have it?
Yes.
You said it was near undetectable. Does the lander allow us to detect it?
Yes.
And are you including a pilot? And how idiot-proof is this lander to use?
The lander does have an automated function. However, we have already tried to automatically send it to Hubaris, but unfortunately, it was unable to receive the other signal, and therefore will not be able to auto-dock. But once you get to the facility and reactivate its facility comms array, you will be able to autopilot it back down.
Sure, if we manage to get it up there, we can get it back down.
Will we be able to remain in communications with this facility here?
Unfortunately, no. The entire area is surrounded in a Geller field.
What?
Ignores that.
So we can't do regular report-ins.
No. However, if we haven't heard from you within a week, we will send another lander with, hopefully, we will be able to have access to a Vanguard team by then.
Fair enough. Do you have a map or blueprints of the facility that could help us get around in there?
Of course we do not.
Secret.
It doesn't exist, remember?
Okay, so how do we know what we're looking for once we get on board? That thing looks huge based on that initial image.
You will be able to have access to the station itself. It has its own maps and, of course, an extensive computer system.
What if we're
Also,
shut out
we are
of it?
hoping the staff is still there. They're very important.
I guess we're just hoping something went wrong and they couldn't communicate out, but they're all there, all good.
Any leading theories as to what might have happened based on the circumstances?
We believe it is possible that some of the station's systems may have received damage or been temporarily shut down, hence the ejection of the lander and the comms array failure. The station itself is practically idiot-proof.
Good news for us.
He's beginning to
Well,
have a gritty.
proceed out of here and into the airlock facility where you will change into your spacesuits. Now, do not worry, you are not actually going into space. This is still within the atmosphere.
No,
So it's basically, mission is basically head there, find out what's going on, report back.
Fix the problems, come back.
All right.
That's what we're looking away. So, who gets to fly?
Well, not you.
Well, what do you mean, not me?
Do you have a pilot's license?
No, do you?
No.
Do any of us?
Well, one of us might.
Well, I certainly don't.
Who are you talking about? Because I don't know who.
A certain Dr. Rock Bravestone might be able to fly a plane.
You bought Pekerson.
Oh, did they not both come in the end?
Nah.
No.
Oh, okay.
You got to pick one.
And
Right,
he ran away, got Wanda.
Yeah. Never mind then. I did not say that.
Oh, snap. You're already fucked. Well,
Okay.
short night, everyone.
Well, here's the thing. I think since all of us appear to have absolutely no knowledge how to play with this thing, that means the person with the most vehicular experience should be the one to try flying this thing. Which means Roxanne.
Yeah, I've heard too many barrel stories to trust you in that thing.
And I distinctly remember your mother saying something about backing into a tank.
That happened once.
I'm just like,
And I was-
you just wish you got to back into a tank.
And I was driving that before most people were even in cars.
Yeah. You know,
Roxanne?
the 20s.
You know, we're pretty screwed here. This is secret government tech that none of us know how to
Spacesuit,
use.
spacesuit.
We have spacesuits.
This is
I don't
cool.
even know how to put this on properly.
Hey, come on, you're the only one of us who's actually been into
I know.
space.
I know. We're in a
know
lot
this
of trouble.
stuff.
We are in a lot of trouble. It's time to be government careful boys about this, not reckless attack. How screwed would we be if you crashed the lander into the outside of the thing we're not allowed to damage?
I mean, you got that, but like,
I mean,
I have been playing some flight sim.
I couldn't help but
secret
notice.
facility and vehicles we've never seen before. No.
I mean, I couldn't help but notice that the only person that Maldred specifically mentioned as being part of this whole thing was you, Derek.
Yeah, he must know that I'll be perfect for this mission. Or he wants us to destroy it.
Or he wants you to feel responsible for all of the people you've picked. You're responsible for them being here, so that if they get hurt or fucked up, you got them there.
Okay,
No.
I'm taking responsibility
clings
for
to
you guys,
Roxanne.
but not Roxanne.
Fucked up.
She dragged me into this.
Spacesuit feels like rubber.
Alvin, straight down the deck of the spacesuit. Hey, good news. It's easier to get into than it looks. Kid.
You walk outside, you walk into another building, it's a big hangar. There's like a what looks like a very tiny shuttle thing there. And there's like a Navy pilot with his helmet under his arm, sort of like looking bored.
Oh, thank God.
Howdy.
Wait.
Now,
Form a line. We
That's
gotta
space
write
phaser.
stuff this.
well,
Lord.
looks like you're all ready to go up.
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, I've flown this thing a bunch of times.
Oh, sweet.
Now, who's in charge here?
That'd be me.
Well, hello there, man. This is going to be pretty smooth. You got plenty of time on the other end. Hell, maybe we can stop by the bar on the station for a little nightcap or something.
Get right. You say the thing. You know,
Which thing?
Luanda doesn't seek man.
She can make her own choices, just because she is not liking men.
I don't think this is going to be a social visit somehow.
Oh, hell. Gotta shoot your shot.
Fair enough.
You know, if you change your mind. Anyway, y'all want to strap in. Now, it's rear-facing seats, but you can swivel them around just fine.
Hell yeah.
And if you
Give it a
need
buckle
help
up.
with anything, just ask.
I'll be asking lots of questions.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea what he's in for.
That is the same as all of the rest of us. None of us have had. He's done the trip. He's had more idea than us. He said he's done the trip more than one time.
Oh, I ain't never done the trip. I've just flown one of these things. Dozens of times. You just trust Captain Zach McAllister.
I feel safer
Look,
already.
would you feel safer if one of us was flying it?
No, definitely.
Is it
not.
because I'm black?
No, can't be.
Good.
Well, hold on, boy. I get to sit as close to the front as I can.
I mean, she's in a spacesuit. How can
Still.
Now, Alvin will actually go down the line. It's like, check Wanda's thing. She's buckled in. She, make sure everybody's buckled in properly. Seatbelts thing, I do know how those work.
Cool. And then the captain will do the same thing. It's because
That's also
he's
his
got
job.
to. Okay, now we'll get you on in here. Okay. Now you're going to notice two little stirrupy things under the seat in front of you. Put your toes into that and then push your heels down. You'll hear a click. Click. That's to make sure you don't move. Real important. You can move your arms around, but like if your knees are twisted at the wrong angle, you could snap them off. This makes sure that don't happen.
Cool.
Okay? Okay. Now, does anyone think they're going to need a sick bag or a poopy chute?
No,
I
I'm
look to
good.
Wanda.
I just opt into the sick bag thing if you're not sure.
Yeah, you need to let me know ahead of time. Can I have a couple? Thank you. I don't need them. Tinted visor. Okay. You'll get in.
So with all of this, how fast?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Into the sky. Water. Smog.
I fucking knew it.
And so begins the
I
onslaught.
believe
of, And what does that do? And what does that do? And what are you doing now? And why did you press that button?
Derek,
No answer.
we're going to have to sedate him for every major trip we overtake.
I reckon just a good sedation in general of Derek would
Eventually
be
the
a bad
flight
idea.
levels out and you feel strangely weightless.
We
We weren't going to the stratosphere. This probably just means we're falling.
Yep. You're gliding. Also after the big press, you tend to feel a bit... You head into a huge big cloud smog bank of sooty clouds just passing all around you. Strangely silent and alone.
This is the new coolest thing I've ever done.
Part. Your lander is like sort of just like very slowly gliding. Very slow. And you see this huge multi-ringed station floating there. and there's little bits of debris hanging around it, suspended by these big glowing plates underneath it, 4 of them, with a big glow. You feel a slight buzz as you... Now, hold on. On the armrest, there's going to be a little turbulence as we pass into the Geller field.
That wasn't
Locked,
so bad.
locked. When it happens, you'll know what that means.
Okay.
Wanda, you're the smart one here. What is a Geller field?
You don't know? Our headmaster's Professor Geller. He invented it. The technology for neutralizing mutant and other radiative emissive powers. You're locked.
Okay.
It also has other applications due to like blocking emissions technology and that sort of thing. It also, according to what I could find in the unsealed section of the library, it stops like psychic mutants psychicking and things like that from the outside in. So even if they still have their powers on the outside, it acts like a barrier.
We need to get helmets made that incorporate
Think of it
that.
like a super technological Faraday cage. It was originally developed for spaceflight.
Fair what?
The electric bird cage that protects you if you're inside it.
Oh,
That a lot of people online have been buying to protect their routers from people stealing their internet and then getting pissed off that their Wi-Fi doesn't work.
I wonder why.
Americans?
Oh, also Faraday cages, they ain't cheap.
Yeah.
This is in America,
Like
right?
199
Yeah,
American
mainly.
on Amazon.
Should have stopped drinking, dude. So it is actually a legitimate thing. Like, we have a wire cable router. If we wanted to protect it completely, I could just drop a Faraday cage on it, no problem.
Wires.
Yeah. But if you want to use the Wi-Fi, then it will just suddenly stop working, and you don't get to say, why? You don't get to do that. You put a Faraday cage on it. What did you think was going to happen? Thought it was one way only. That still would turn your Wi-Fi off.
That's like right up there with the people that turn their firewalls all the way up to extreme. It's like, why won't my internet work?
Well, you blocked
You
it.
block everything.
Everything!